Hello children, this is Dimple from Dimple's Joy of Storytelling, and today I've come with a new story in the Magic Key series, and the name of the story is The Outing. A picnic, having fun from school with friends and teachers. Would you love to go for a picnic, go for an outing? I loved to when I was a child. I waited for the day when we would have an outing with our friends. It's a lot of fun. A bus came to the school. The children climbed in. I like going out, said Wilf. Don't push, said Mrs. May, their teacher. The children were very excited, so they were hustling and bustling. So Mrs. May had to tell them to be calm and not push each other. Oh no! As soon as they were trying to enter the bus, Viv dropped her tiffin. So sad. That's not nice. Oh, and even in the bus, the tiffin's all falling off. Poor Biff, I wonder what she's going to eat. The bus set off. Hooray! Shouted the children. We are going to the zoo. Don't shout, children, said Mrs. May. Biff sat with Chip. Wilf sat with Nadeem. This is fun, shouted Nadeem. It is, if you don't shout. Mrs. May has already given them 2 instructions already. Don't push, don't shout. The bus stopped on the way. The children climbed out. Some children looked at the water. Some children went to the toilet. Don't run away, said Mrs. May, and don't go too near the water. It is teachers' responsibility to see that kids are safe because the parents have sent their little ones so that the teacher is responsible, isn't it? Yes, because they're not around. So Mrs. May is extra cautious. Don't go too close to water. Don't run away. Don't push. Don't shout. These are the values that teacher gives the little ones when they're excited and playful and little reckless sometimes. Wilf kicked his toe and his shoe came off. The shoe landed in the water with a splash. Look. Can you see the little toe sticking out? His sock is slightly torn. It needs a bit of darning. Yes. Oh well, said Biff. Wilf couldn't get his shoe because it landed into the water. Splash! It's gone down, sunk. He told Mrs. May about it. He hobbled and went to Mrs. May where she was standing and waiting for the kids. After the break, they were to get into the bus. And he said, I was kicking a stone and suddenly my shoe came off. And now I'm without a shoe. That was a very silly thing to do. I don't know what we can do. She said, now Wilf, you did something really silly. What do you expect me to do? Now hobble around without it. What could the teacher do? Poor thing. This was some situation where even Mrs. May couldn't help. When they got to the zoo, it began to rain. The children climbed out of the bus and Mrs. May went to get the tickets. Oh, that was so sad. It began raining. Oh, look, I can see a giraffe there. Can you, children? Yeah, he's roaming around freely. Very happy. Nadeem wanted to see the elephants. Wilf wanted to see the lions. And Biff wanted to see the crocodiles. Oh, I hope the rain stops, said Mrs. May, because it is no fun, going to the zoo when it's raining and, it's no fun. Oh, I can see a zebra, a gorilla, and I can see a bull there. It rained and rained. The children were fed up. The animals were fed up. Don't get wet, said Mrs. May. Now, can you remember? Let's play a game before I proceed, children. The instructions which Mrs. May have given the children so far, which they were to follow. Okay, let's think. Let's do it together. Don't push. Don't shout. Don't run away. Don't go too close to water. Don't get wet. I think I got them all right. Did I miss out on something? Hope not. Okay, let's continue. But the rain didn't stop, so the children climbed back on the bus. Can we go to the museum instead? Asked Nadeem. What a good idea, said Mrs. May happily. Nadeem was a very clever boy, and somehow he had some wonderful ideas and suggestions. So Mrs. May was also very fond of him. Okay? Actually, he was her favorite. Shh. No favorites for teachers. I don't have any favorites. I love all my kids equally. They went to the museum. This is good, said Wilf. We can see dinosaurs here. I like dinosaurs, said Nadeem. Children, do you like dinosaurs? Can you name few of them? All right, you can go through that in your books. All right, they have huge names. They are as huge as their size. They began to run towards the dinosaurs. Don't run, called Mrs. May. The dinosaurs won't go away. They're not running away anywhere. So there is. Then they looked at a big dinosaur. What is this one called? Asked Wilf. I don't know yet, said Nadeem. Let's go and see. Oh my God, look at the skeleton of this huge one. But before Nadeem could answer, we can read it ourselves. This dinosaur is known as the Apatosaurus. Biff had her camera. She took a photograph of the dinosaur. What is it called? She asked. It's an Apatosaurus, said Nadeem. But before we continue, children, I want to show you the picture of that little boy who'd come to the museum. Look, and he's crying. That's not Kipper, okay? Don't get confused with his yellow hair. He's another boy because there was no Kipper mentioned so far, and he doesn't go for the dinosaur adventure. And his friend is consoling him. Look, he's got so frightened of the size. He's sobbing. Poor child. Have you ever got scared of something? A scary film or a scary book? Has it ever happened? A size of an animal or something like that? You could share it with your mom. Children, there's nothing to be scared of. This is just fiction. It's not real. So try to be brave and don't get scared of things like darkness and all. It's just like light and dark. There is no need to be frightened. Alright? Okay, let's continue. The children went into a room. A lady told them about dinosaurs and showed them some pictures. I know what that one is called, said Nadeem. It's an Apatosaurus. Well done, Nadeem, said Mrs. May. Because Nadeem had seen the skeleton of Apatosaurus when the dinosaur was shown on the screen, he remembered the name and answered it promptly. So children, when you learn something, try and remember it and apply it elsewhere. Don't read about it or learn about it and forget. Otherwise, what's the point? Isn't it? Yes. So when you read new books, you learn new words, try to use them in your dictation, in your comprehensions, in your creative writing, in your sentences, so you'll remember the word better. Alright? Alright, let's continue. The children went to the shop. Wilf got a book about dinosaurs. Nadeem got a model to make. It was a model of an Apatosaurus. I can make it at home, he said. Chip said, come to our house. We can help you. So even after the day was over, when they were winding up, children didn't want to part. They wanted to do some more things together. They were really enjoying and learning a lot from the museum. The bus got back to school finally. It was time to go home. Thank you, said the children. Thank you for a lovely day, Mrs. May. The golden word, thank you. We have to tell and use this word more often with our teachers, with our mom and dad, with our siblings, our brothers, sisters, our grandparents. They care for you, they love you so much. So will you make this a point to tell you thank you and God for giving us such a wonderful life? All right? Wish thank you to mom, dad, God, everyone, every time. It's very polite and it will win everyone's heart. Everybody will love you then. Kind words. Okay? Goodbye, Mrs. Bates, said Nadine. Can we draw dinosaurs tomorrow? Oh, what a good idea, said Mrs. B. Oh, little brothers and sisters have come in their prams to get their to fetch. Oh, poor Biff. She's dropped her tiffin. The remains. That is sad. Okay, and even the grandparents have come to fetch their kids, the grandkids. Nadeem and Wilf went home with Biff and Chip. They went to Chip's room and began to make the model. The magic began to glow. Biff ran to the box and picked it up. Come on, she called. It's time for a magic adventure. Come on, Nadeem, called Biff. This is Nadeem's first adventure, to the land of the dinosaurs. Come on, let's go. Nadeem is so frightened. Look, he's shivering. And Wilf is still with his little plastic bag. He has kicked his shoe off, remember? Okay, let's see what happens in the land of the dinosaurs. Thank you, and read the next one too. Quickly. Bye. Take care. Love you all.
We hate to say goodbye. We hate to say goodbye. We hate to say goodbye.